men can't take half of the things that they give to women. It's not possible. Like, they can't. Because if you see a man, right, if a man cheats on a woman, if the woman now finds out and she now said, okay, cool, you decided to cheat on me, I'm going to cheat back, he's never going to be able to trust her again.
Trust her. He will never trust any woman.
She's the scapegoat for every other woman. Every other woman is going to meet in his life. Welcome to the Rants, Bants, and Confessions podcast. I go by the name Caramel.
My name is Lydia.
My name is Maliya.
All right, so this podcast is the most anticipated in the country, whether we like it or not, period. And on here, we are going to be talking about a variety of stuff, ranging from the hustle culture, things that happen in our day-to-day lives, relationships, finances, and so much more.
Maliya was funny. You started. You also share yourself in episode 1.
So today we're discussing all things Valentine's Day. Valentine is coming.
Where's your boyfriend?
You are sitting at home.
Lonely.
Okay, so what are your plans for Valentine's Day? I'll go first. I have no plans.
Why are you lying?
No, I genuinely have no plans.
Lying.
It's not like there will definitely something will happen. Something has to happen that day. But as of now, I don't know the plans, because the thing about men is that they will plan last minute, babe. Why are we talking about what we're doing?
Did you just put him on the spot now?
Yeah.
Hey, problem.
But like for real, like I really want I want a calm day. I want like a relaxing day. I feel like I've left enough hints. So like I'm hoping for like a day where like I'm by the pool.
You want to see like roses on the floor?
I want to see like roses on the floor. I don't want to go out to eat. I want everything to. But like, so I really hope like this will be so disappointing. Like I don't want to go out. I don't want to do makeup. Like I want to be inside. Yeah.
I feel you.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? What is Valentine's Day looking like?
As of now, like this.
So come on, life.
I can't.
Come on, life.
To be honest, I don't think I have like major plans. I feel like when you plan something too much, it flops. So I'm just going to just.
This babe, she has picked out her dress. This shoot too much. This is too much.
It's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. So, but I feel like, yeah, I do love Valentine's Day. But this particular one, I promise you, I don't know what's coming. Like, I genuinely don't know what's coming. I just want to like, be happy that day and, share the love with my partner. You feel me? So, yeah, nothing crazy.
Maliya?
How about you, Maliya?
I really don't know. I'm scared for that day. Like every time Valentine's Day is coming, I'm just like, I need to travel somewhere. Yeah, it's not the 14th, and then I'll come back on the 15th. Cause like the pressure sometimes is like, I want to like be giving gifts and like show that I am loved and all that, but at the same time,
By
I'm
who,
like,
Maliya?
Exactly.
Hey.
I'm like, I really don't expect anyone to do anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
so which one of your talking stages are you hoping? Because by the way, guys, I was getting there. Because by the way, guys, our girl is a serial dater. So she's just, she's in her exploring phase right now.
To be fair, I feel like there are some people like I feel like we have a relationship, but then it's long distance. So I'm like, I don't know if we have a like. My love life is really.
So there's like a couple of people you're dating at the same time.
No,
dating is fine. I feel like you don't have to be in a relationship with someone. You can date.
Yeah.
Dating is like testing waters, having a great time. I don't think that's fine. You do that, and it's always nice because like it's multiple gifts.
I just genuinely don't have expectations.
Right.
I'm just hoping I get something really like surprising, like out of the box.
From anybody, from one person. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But speaking on like what she said about pressure, I just feel like, did you see that Instagram the page where the blog posted where they were renting gifts out?
I saw it with my 2 eyes and I did not believe it because let me tell you something here. I know like the idea of Valentine's Day, right, initially is for love and affection.
This is not what St. Valentine had in mind.
To show your partner like love and spread love, maybe your friends and all of that stuff, right? But now this whole renting idea just creates a different narrative for Valentine's Day, because you're renting gifts to give to somebody. They don't own it.
No, they're renting it for themselves. They're renting it for themselves.
Even worse, because but why would you rent a gift for yourself?
Because that's what we're talking about. Is like, you know, the whole thing. Like, there's a lot of pressure when you said that you wanted to like run away for that day. Because I actually understand this. It's one thing to put pressure on your partner, like to let your partner know, oh, I'm expecting something of like high value, of something expensive, or the kind of day you're expecting. But like between girls, amongst ourselves, even like, bro, it's not only girls, there's pressure like on social media. Everybody's putting eye on what you're getting, and if this your flower, your bouquet is bigger than the next person's, you know. So like, that's why they're renting.
Like the whole like putting eye on each other, like only like has to do with like people who are of public figures, right? Because if you're somebody who like nobody's really like putting eye on you like that.
Everybody has an up.
Rent, and why would you want to?
Everybody has an up. Even non-influencers be having ups.
True though.
Everybody has an up.
Yeah,
I even feel like married women too would be renting gifts, because it's a thing of like everyone, like I'm imagining, right? I'm not speaking like I know of anybody, but it's a thing of like, you know that maybe your husband isn't going to be around that day, or you know the kind of husband you have. He's not going to have planned ahead. So she's like, but like, you know, to show my colleagues that
I'm getting
so sad.
It's so sad, but it's like, it's the pressure that comes from.
But what's the husband going to say? Are you going to tell him that?
Babes, he's not even going to notice. That's
okay.
Are you really married?
I mean,
girl, you single.
But like,
except you're doing it to show your ex shaggy.
Don't
show your ex shaggy, then therefore, please. You might as well.
Another angle, but I just feel like, you know, many men would want to. Many men. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But like, I just feel like it's so crazy how like Valentine's Day comes and, you know, like it's all of a sudden you're hearing the whole thing about girls just expecting too much, and you know, like how we've turned this holiday, well, it's not even a holiday, how we've turned this day into like a whole nother thing.
The pressure was sad.
But it's like, it brings us to the question of like, why are you expecting so much from a man that isn't your father or your husband? Like, I've heard this so many times. I'm sure everyone has heard this like so many times. Why are you expecting so much?
Maliya,
why not?
I feel like
do you expect me to date my dad? Like, I don't understand. Like, if we're in a relationship, I'm gonna expect something from you.
What if you're not in a relationship? Like you said, you're in a talking stage.
Well, even if I wasn't in a relationship still, like, and we are in a talking stage, best believe I'll still be expecting something from you. But it's not gonna be like,
why?
It's not because it's Valentine's Day. It's the day that is supposed to be about showing love.
Yeah.
And you didn't show me love.
So now, what do you want me to think? You sound like SARS. You sound like last man on the streets. Show love.
Do you get, like, but that's what it is now. Everybody else is
why do they have to show love?
I feel like it varies.
Money.
It varies. Like,
why do they have to show love with
money? It doesn't have to be money.
So like, what does it have to be, Caramel?
Wait now. For instance, now, if you're somebody who maybe like Valentine's Day means a lot to you in the relationship, maybe you're a girl, Valentine's Day, oh my gosh, you're looking forward to Valentine's Day, that's the day that yada 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 yada, whatever, then obviously the pressure will probably be on your partner to buy something for you of high value on that day, right? But if you're somebody who doesn't really care about Valentine's Day, and maybe he's a lover guy, a lover boy, and then he wants to spoil you and he wants to like make sure that, okay, my babe, I want to show her that I love her. It doesn't have to be money. You might as well like maybe for real. You can maybe do a picnic, a nice picnic. If she loves food, even perfect. Just do like a nice food spread. Cute.
Caramel's man, I hope you're watching this. She said that.
Wait. Now,
she doesn't want
because I feel like everything like money is important for sure.
No, but that's not what you said. You said, does it have to be money? You said, does it have to be money?
But it doesn't necessarily have to be money. Okay, now for instance, now that cash is not flowing, what do you want to do?
That's another angle.
Now that cash is not flowing, what do you want to do?
I want to be single.
No, but for real though, but there has to be like alternatives. So you not say because you like money and cash is not flowing, you're not getting anything.
I feel like expectations.
Well, that's scary. Why would cash not be flowing on Valentine's Day, Caramel? You should have saved up. You had the whole year to plan.
Do you understand? And also, like, okay, there's no naira, there's dollars, there's pounds. call your money exchange guy and do something about it. Yes, we accept different currencies over here. We do not discriminate.
Go crazy,
go crazy, wow me.
Wow me.
Just kidding.
I say whatever you do that doesn't involve money, just find a way to like sprinkle money inside. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Get creative, like.
But just make sure money is
get creative. To be honest, that's why I don't even have expectations because I
feel like this money bouquet thing has scattered something. Because
it's nasty. I've always found it a bit tacky. I
used to like it a lot, but now I don't know how I feel about it. Because
I've always found it a bit tacky. I feel like why are you giving me like, okay, send it to me. It's fine. Like I would have the same grin on my face. Like if you send me money, like why are you send me a bouquet? And then do you know what? I did it for a friend one time, and I realized that you pay percentage.
Apparently.
If I was so upset that day.
And that was from my mom.
Oh.
Yeah, but like after that, then when I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it.
You pay for the container that they decorate the money. That money.
Yeah.
Those people. Those are the real criminals.
That's a hustle. That's the hustle. Just allow them hustle.
But I feel like Maliya says she has no expectations, but there are lots of women out there that have expectations on Valentine's Day, like in life generally, from their relationships.
The money bouquet thing, I feel like I'll still take it. Like, I'll still love it with all my.
She just had to clarify.
Like, what you guys are talking about? Like, see, just like get creative. If you like, put it inside my food. I don't know, but let me know.
Just be creative with the money.
Be creative, Just
as long as there's money.
I don't want to stop your creative flow.
Maliya dollars.
You're not picky like that. It's the thoughts that count.
But let's it shall be true. Let the thoughts shall be of money.
I'd rather you send it to me though.
Yeah, like I like seeing money in my do both.
Let me hear that cha-ching.
What do you mean? Do you know how annoying that thing is? You remove the money from the money tree,
and now
you now count it. One or two might get.
No, I don't like. Credit alert from.
You don't find that fun?
With a nice note.
Yeah, just be like
for
thoughts
your
of you. Like, babe, stop. But no, don't stop. Keep it going.
Cute.
But like, child, I'm just thinking about credit sellers. I got distracted. I'm blushing.
Refocus.
I'm sorry. Okay. Why do you think that women have these expectations in their relationships? Why do you think that, like, I mean, I have my theories, but I definitely want to hear what you guys think. Like, why do you think that it has become a thing where, like, Maliya has made it very clear, like, add money, sprinkle money. Why do you think that these expectations, these monetary, you know...
That's why I said that, like, everything doesn't have to be money.
No, but I'm asking you why. I'm not saying it doesn't have to. I'm asking you why.
Yeah.
Where does this love of money come from?
Because to be honest, money makes the world go around. Money sustains.
But money has always made the world go around. But it's like nowadays,
this generation is different. Everybody wants to carry designer. Everybody wants to carry everything.
So it goes back to the pressure.
Yes, it goes back to the pressure initially.
Yeah.
The pressure, because once your friend is getting her own, you want to get your own too.
My own why I think money is important is, tell me a few things that have value that you can get for me that will not cost money. That's the issue. Because it's like most things that have value get sold at a price. In the picnic you're talking about, you will pay. It's not going to be free. Yeah. So it's like value. If you want to do something that does not involve money, then it might still end up involving money in some way because you still spend.
You still spend. What do
you want to do that you will not involve money?
But I feel like there's definitely levels to spending, and this.
So it's like, why do we expect big spending?
Why do we expect
because big spending means big value. Like,
but like, okay, so now you're equal.
But then sometimes it's like some people don't even spend according to like the person they are spending for. You just buy gifts, but you don't know who you're buying the gifts for. You don't try to.
I feel like we've started equating the value of our gifts to the amount of love. No, it's like if you spend a large amount of money on me, you love me plenty. And if you're not spending that a lot of money on me,
you love me
small. I like, for me, that has been, I have mixed feelings about it, but like I don't blame girls when they think like that. And I'll tell you why. It's like culture. We started off with this whole bride price thing.
Right.
They pay high bride price to your family to, woo them. Yeah. And it's like, it's so embedded in our culture that everything that comes with a woman is to be paid for.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you want to tell me that I'm not going to receive a gift of so amount. That means you don't love me. And the thing is that like everybody's so hell-bent on culture that we're such a, a cultural community. We have so many traditions. Then follow it through, bro. Like, this is part of the culture.
Yeah, that's true.
I come at a price. So then that is basically what I feel.
So would you say that you're an object now?
You've already objectified me, so I'm just going along with it. I'm just going along with it.
It has not been termed material girl.
Yeah, but like I've always been
girl.
When we were shouting, stop objectifying women, stop objectifying women, they did not want to listen. Now they want to cry over material girls. They want to cry over.
I feel like the thing where everyone is expecting like more money. The reality is what has value to you doesn't necessarily have value to me.
Word.
And what has value to Caramel doesn't necessarily have value to me. So inside, like in the middle of everything is competition. Like, you're comparing yourself with someone else, but you know what you want. You know, not necessarily even what you want, what you need. You know what makes sense to you. Like, let me be honest. Like, let's use like a car, for example, or an apartment. An apartment might have more value to me, but a car might have more value to you.
Yes.
Do you understand where I'm going? So it's like, you need to know what has value to you.
Some girls just want things because their peers are getting
Exactly. So that's what causes that feeling like, oh, you don't love me enough. Because obviously, if Lydia's boyfriend gave her more, that means he loves her more and she's more loved than I am.
But this is not new though.
But it's value.
This is new.
Yeah, but like it's also like
going on. It's just more advanced.
It's a
now.
lack of self-awareness that would make you feel like the person that gave you a certain kind of gift does not love you. Because like generally speaking, if you know what you need and the person also like understands you and they're able to get something in sync with your needs, you wouldn't feel less loved than the other person.
Valentine's Day presents, because my boyfriend just really like like he just that surprise element we don't have that, so like I already know what I'm getting for I already know what I'm getting. So but like to be fair, it's not necessarily like a bag or like, but it's a very thoughtful, it still costs money, but it's a very like, so I get what you're saying. Like, so when I see somebody getting something else for Valentine's Day, maybe like a bag, or I'm well aware that I don't need another bag. Rather, what I have gotten is I genuinely what I have gotten is, you know, it's of equal value, of higher value, because I actually need it. It's something I need. And I get that's what you're saying. Like, if somebody should if someone should get you something that is not like a material object, you shouldn't necessarily dismiss the gifts, because it could cost money or not, but it could be just more essential to you. Yeah. And
That's it. I feel like there's an art to gift giving.
Yes.
Not everybody knows how to give
that.
And you should learn.
Because
there's an art to it. So it's like, take your time to understand the person you're hanging out with.
And I feel like it's very telling. I'll tell you, like, I've been, you know, what's the word? I don't want to say dated, because it make men too cocky, but I've been affiliated with men that have been very like elaborate gift givers. But the thoughtlessness in the gifts, they were expensive, they cost money,
but just off point.
But like, they're just so off point.
Exactly.
Like you just got a gift for a woman. You didn't get a gift for Lydia.
Yeah, but you know that there's men who just enjoy like getting like gifts for women. They just like,
I feel like
enjoy. Yeah, it's a very nice thing to enjoy, but like you should know who you're sending the gift.
Even if it's like, is the color choice?
You don't even know. Yes, exactly. You don't even know my favorite color. Like, do you get, like, it's already a sign that like you're just buying whatever.
What do women really want? We don't want us to say. We don't want them to ask us what's your favorite color. You don't want them to ask us, but we want them to know the color and the exact size and what do we want?
I feel like if you talk to people in depth, like if you try to really get to know people, because I don't think some guys, I feel they just want to talk to you, so it will not be like they are going straight to let's do. They don't want it to be like that, so they're just like, okay, let's just talk, so that to just make it look like we are talking, but like deep down they don't actually want to know you. There are questions that someone who wants to know you will ask you.
Just trying to smash.
Do you understand? Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to smash, and it shows in the gifts. Like, oh, okay, so this is what you thought I would like. Like, you clearly do not want to know me, because if you asked me questions like while we were just talking, if you were curious, you would have asked questions like without even.
If you're genuinely not curious, there's a difference between curiosity and interest.
Exactly.
Curiosity is like you just want to feed you, but interest is like you
exactly. That's even a better way to know
why and how and when.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so if you don't ask those questions, you clearly buy me gifts for women.
Yeah, I feel like another angle to this is that like, you know, women at this point are like, I meet your expectations in a relationship. Yeah. I meet your expectations in a marriage, so meet mine. And if mine are materialistic, so be it.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. Because even before you moved to me, you saw that I was materialistic, so you have to keep up. if you want me to. But it's true. You have to keep up if you want me to submit to you.
Fair. You're submissive?
Me?
It's just a question.
Yeah, I feel like I am if you're doing everything right. Like I can't.
Same.
Yeah.
You know the thing you said about women having, you know, somebody for everything. You said it, so I'm just but
it's true. But it's true. So we're discussing earlier, and I'm like, look, if you want a woman to submit to you, right, you have to be doing everything right. At least you have to check off.
No, see that thing that you said about how they have.
Yeah. So, but what I said was, women have men for everything. Women have men who are down to give them the money. Lydia, why are you lying? You're lying.
First time I'm hearing about this.
You're lying. Women have men for everything. Ones who give them gifts. The ones who are just there, who just want to sleep with you. The ones who are just there. We have women for every. We have men. Women for no. We don't have women for. We have men for everything.
Yeah.
So if you're coming to a woman's life and you're saying, oh no, I want you to be submissive. I want you to stroke my ego. I want you to do everything and, you know, all of that stuff. You have to be ready to make sure that you're ticking all these boxes. You're doing all these things for her. Because before she'll be able to submit to you, she must have seen that, okay, yes, you're going to provide for me. You're going to do this for me. You're going to do that for me. Before she not say, okay, yeah, oh my gosh, she's doing everything for me. I want to stroke his ego. You will never have to beg for it. Like, you never have to okay, why is this woman not even making me feel good about myself? She will just do it willingly. Because why? You've already ticked off all the things that she wants, and there's no need for her to go and start looking for the man who's going to spend on her, the man who's going to be emotionally supportive, the man who's going to be, you know, because you're everything in one.
Thing. The men that have the money, they don't want to put in the work, and then the men that don't have the money are hoping that the work will compensate for no money. And it's like that's the thing. Sometimes men are just lazy because they know what you want. But it's like, I mean, I know if it's...
They feel like
you're asking for too much.
They feel like one thing compensates. There's no balance.
Yes, like you shouldn't have it all. Yeah.
There's no balance with men. They feel like, okay, the money compensates for
the bad attitude.
Yeah. Which is so freaking bad. Word.
That's a nice one.
That's just money can never be enough. Like, money is not enough because sometimes there's some things that men could do or men do that you're just do you know what, this money that you're even giving me is not enough for this. I don't think I can keep up with this thing that you're doing. Do you understand? And it's just taking out of that emotional availability, because now if you're let's say for instance, now I'm thinking of it. Let's use domestic violence for an example, right? So let's say you're somebody, or you're beating this girl every day, or you're beating her every Friday or whatever, but every Monday you're giving her money.
The beating. This is not funny. It's not funny. Let's not laugh at this.
But for real though, let's say you're beating her or whatever. Maybe every Friday. Maybe it could be every Friday, because maybe let me make a point though. But maybe you go out with your friends to drink, and then you come home drunk. Every Friday you go out with them to drink.
By the way, everybody in an abusive relationship, this is no way us making jokes or being insensitive towards your situation. We empathize with you.
Yeah.
And trigger warning.
Yeah. So if that's happening, right, and then let's say you're giving her money every Monday or whatever you're doing, they believe it's never enough. Do you understand? Because you're hurting that woman back to back. One day she's going to opt and leave, because the money, whatever amount you're giving her, would never ever be enough. It's never going to compensate for that.
Yeah, but to add to that, I feel like, and the men just lack the ability to compromise. They feel like one thing always has to must compensate for another thing, if that makes sense. So it's domestic violence is a stretch, right? Not really. A lot of women go through it in our community, right. But it is for example, let's even talk about the lack of emotional availability, the lack of communication skills. They know that they lack these things. These things are not so hard to obtain. It just takes a little effort and working on yourself. But men would rather be good gift givers, or take you, they would rather do something maybe less, more trivial, something that is very
I feel like the vulnerability in showing that you're willing to fix yourself takes away your power to them.
Right.
Toxic masculinity.
Right.
Think about it.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. I think.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's if I admit to you that I would like to fix these things,
I'm admitting to having a problem.
Yes. And then now it's what if you ride on it? Because men are always so scared of women riding on their vulnerabilities. That's one of their biggest fears. That's why you see some girl tell you I never seen him cry, and you've been in a relationship with him for like what 5-6 years. Like, do you get? Because it's like they don't want you to see.
That is so scary.
Yeah, they don't want you to see that side of them because they feel like you're going to ride on it. And actually, some women do ride on it, right? But then it's like if you don't try, then how will you get somewhere? Like if you don't take the risk, so they're actually low key just
scared
babies. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like you're so scared you don't even put in the effort. That's how much of a chicken you are. Like you're so scared of.
It's personal, Maliya.
Do you understand? No, but it's not necessarily about me. I've observed it even in like what the relationships I see around me. Because I have aunties, I have friends, I have a mother, I have like it's not just me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can tell that they are scared of vulnerability. And I even hear men talk. And I can just tell that these guys are just scared of like opening up. Yeah, they're scared of being vulnerable.
Yeah. So there's something that we were speaking about like before we started this recording.
Yeah.
And we were just speaking about how like women are such brave people. Like we're very amazing strong. Because like, do you know the grace, the courage, the strength that it takes to bounce back and love
after a heartbreak?
Like, so like wholly after you've gotten your heart broken. Because like the thing about men, like you meet a guy that you guys are probably vibing, you like each other, like it's going well, right? And but you're just more willing to enter a relationship or give it a chance than he is. And you're asking yourself why. Like, is it that he doesn't like me like the same or as much? But it's not even about him not liking you. It's about him still being sprung over what Cynthia did to him.
He's holding back.
Literally, like they're not as vulnerable, and like it is a superpower. It is actually like a thing of strength.
And you know what that brings me to? That brings me to the saying that, or not even the saying, this fact that men can't take half of the things that they give to women. Is not possible.
Ooh.
Like they can't, because if you see a man, right? If a man cheats on a woman, right? If a man cheats on a woman, right, or whatever. Now, if the woman now finds out. And she now said, okay, cool. You decided to cheat on me. I'm going to cheat back. When she comes back from that cheating, he's never going to be able to trust her again.
Trust her. He will never trust any woman.
She is the scapegoat for every other woman he's going to meet in his life. Because, you can cheat on me. Hey, after everything I've done for you. But him, you don't remember the one that he cheated on.
There's nothing like dating a man that has gotten played before. Whoa, whether I was in high school, whether I was in university, if you're dating a man that has gotten played
insecurity
before,
is high.
He like the insecurity, the trust issues, they never learn and like, you know, take their lessons. They take like their trauma with them. They don't
know that thing I was saying, like that fear of vulnerability. You know, like if a man gets heartbroken, right? Let's be honest, if you want to compare like on average a woman getting heartbroken and a man getting heartbroken, most of the time I feel like women would like cry it out, talk to their friends, be sad about it, post quotes, but you can tell like, okay, she's going through something. Do you understand?
Meanwhile, men go strength.
Exactly. Meanwhile, men go straight into the next relationship, so they don't have to think about that one. So it piles up and it piles up and it piles up, and then they lock themselves up in a way.
Suffering it more?
I feel like they are suffering because
the woman they build is suffering more.
I feel like men are also suffering because they're not getting that genuine intimacy that they seek in every woman that they meet. That's why it's like you're just depending on first times. And then when the flare is no longer there, you're out because it's like you're not truly there. So there's this part of you that's closed up in that relationship, like, in every relationship because of.
It's like in every relationship, you're kind of like unpacking
because they didn't
parts of
let themselves feel that hurt and then grow out of it.
I digress, but you see why they say toxic masculinity is just like it's bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Because as a woman living in a sexist community and engaging with, you know, hyper masculine men, it's hard for me. But this is also hard for a man because you need to be vulnerable as a human being. Yeah. You need to like go through emotions. You need to let yourself feel. You need to heal. And because of your toxic masculinity, because you're trying to like maintain status quo, you're not feeling these things because of this toxic masculinity. And you don't like, you're hurting the girls that you engage with, like engage in relationships with, but you're also hurting yourself because what you said, like They might have had the most amazing relationships, best sex, baddest babes in streets or whatever, but like you're not getting that intimacy that every human being needs, that connection, that like real thing.
Because it involves vulnerability. You can't get it unless you're vulnerable.
Hey, yeah.
And most times you got it maybe with Amina and she showed you shaky. Do you understand? So now you've closed up.
So funny how we got here.
If you've closed up, why are you now even going into a relationship?
Because of sex. Because of sex. It's obvious. It's obvious,
and
right
because
there.
Of sex and loneliness, like.
But then that's the thing. The sex doesn't cure that need for intimacy, and then that's why one girl is not enough. 2 girls are not enough. 3 girls are not enough.
Wow, she's really like unpacking.
Do you understand?
She's really unpacking.
It's kind of like it's like you're in a cycle. You just keep going and going. And sometimes I just sit down and wonder, like, is it?
Are you not tired?
Just time consuming?
Point blank period. Men are scared to cry.
Like everyone knows that. But like, I don't think it's a fear anymore. I think it's just culture. Like they've taught you not to cry so much.
Society like
that you.
Encourages.
Yes. So it's no longer like a fear thing. It's like what you're expected not to cry. You know, so you're trying to meet up to that expectation. Like who even sets
trying
these
to maintain
rules?
Society.
Like who?
So like funny how we got here because we were literally talking about expectations from partners, but this definitely like says a lot because these are like men have like feel the need to maintain this like image, this hard guy image. But like I'm so happy because like literally our producer was telling us about how she saw this video on, you know, online, and you know the woman was just gloating about how like her husband chose her. He picked her for marriage. Congratulations, queen. And she said that baby tell them why. Tell them why. And he was just like, you know, she said like what she said, she was like, there's so many reasons. Like I know the kind of women my husband likes. I'm not his spec. I'm not his spec, but I know how to pray and blah blah blah. But most importantly, like this is her bragging rights. Like this is the quality she's most proud of. She said that she didn't build him. That's why he picked her.
But like that's giving pick me.
You know, definitely. He said it. That's why he picked me, chose me,
loves me.
Married me.
I don't know. It's giving newlyweds, and to be honest, I respect newlyweds because marriage is not a joke. Like real marriage is not a joke, right? But at the same
fake
time,
marriage, Caramel.
No. Yes, What do you mean? It's fake marriage.
Side eye.
No, but for real. But I feel like if you're able to say things like, I know the kind of women my husband picks. I know the kind of
he likes.
He likes. So why are you even there? So you're saying you're not his spec, but he married you, so he's settled for you.
But then that's the thing. A lot of African women think like this. So that's why I said when I saw that video, I was like, this babe doesn't have exposure, and it's the exposure that you have that is giving you the understanding of what you're saying now. Like, some people just grow up in a place where these words like hyper toxic masculinity, misogyny, these words are foreign, and even if it's not like
with the internet.
Trust me, just because I have access to the internet does not mean I'm learning anything.
But here's the thing, information is thrown at your face.
Not necessarily. It depends on your environment.
I do not believe in not being exposed anymore. Before I used to give ignorance like a listening. I used to be like, okay, this person is ignorant but you have the same. How did Instablog get that video of you? Because you posted it on the internet. So you're willingly being ignorant.
Yeah, to some extent, you're actually kind of.
So you know what she said about being like pick me, like it's so crazy, like to still see. It's all right to see your partner as the prize. It's all right to see a man as the prize as long as you see yourself as the prize too.
I won't lie.
They won with you. Nobody picked you. You decided to be there. That is how it's supposed to be.
I won't lie. I feel like the average grooming of a Nigerian woman,
for sure,
like average, like standard grooming from home. Maybe not every woman, no, but maybe like from where I come from.
Where I come from too.
Pick me tradition.
Yeah.
They teach us to be begging to be chosen. Like even if it's not directly,
to do the right things.
Like, and they don't do that with the boys. With the boys, they're like boys will be boys, boys will be boys. The only thing they do with the boys is men don't cry. And those are the toxic things they do with the boys. Men don't cry.
For food.
You have to make sure you're providing, blah blah blah. But with the girls, it's always if you don't know how to cook, you're not your husband though. If you don't do this, you're not. So
for me, like these things, all right. Like, you know how you said, some people, like, if you're meeting a woman's needs, she might have willingness to do these things, like cook and dedicates most of her time or her life to you, fair enough. You know, the beauty of feminism is choice. Is the choice you have to be that kind of woman, as long as you're not being forced to be that kind of woman. All fine and good. But what is annoying me? Why is she gloating about not billing the guy? Let's be serious here, because you are meeting his needs. Yeah. You have met you're the prayer warrior, you're from the good home, you cook, you clean, you are meeting his needs. Why can't you have, as a human being, why can't you have needs too? Yeah, whether the needs are materialistic or emotional, why can't you have needs?
I see what you're saying. You can't bill him, but he can ask you to open your legs whenever he wants to.
Another angle.
Open your legs. But but it's true. So, because I feel like if you don't,
you know, as you said that thing now, you will now say that why have we Gen Z, women of today, why are we putting a price on our vaginas? Like,
animals put prices on. I hate that topic. Like, animals put prices on their vaginas, like goats, cows. But like, you don't just see them mate with every, like, there's, I went to a safari and I saw like antelopes, right? Wait, no, but like I was observing. I observed my environment. Antelopes, like, they were separate, and then the dominant one, the dominant antelope had all the females, and then the other ones were on another section. They called them the guy teaching us around. Yeah, he said that they are called bachelors, something like that. And the thing just made me think. I'm like, in reality, the men that actually have more to give should be the ones to like pass on their genes. It's not. Because honestly, you're not offering anything. You're not helping. And what are you going to give the children? What are the children going to eat?
That's why I said it's all right to have needs. If your needs are emotional, if your needs are material.
Forget about me. I'll be good. Like, I'm good. What are my kids going to eat? Because I don't want to be dealing with the stress of providing for my children alongside being your wife. I mean, I'd rather just be alone,
right?
And have a cat.
Right.
It's not a do or die affair.
Back to that whole billing thing, right? If you're gloating about not billing him, somebody outside is billing him.
Period.
Whether I like it or not. Because let me tell you,
subject just gives me so much anxiety, because I feel like people just love to listen to us talk about things like this.
I feel like
and say that we're putting prices on our bodies. But like, that's why I always have to go back to the fact that have needs. Society, men. I'm looking at all the cameras. Like, I'm trying to connect with the audience. Men have needs. They're very vocal about their needs. Whether their needs are sex, that's why you gave there. Whether it's companionship, because like men after a long day of forming a hard guy outside in the office everywhere, they come back and they want to lie on your chest and cry and be a baby. Men have needs and they're vocal about their needs. So you as a woman, it is important to be able to identify your needs and be vocal about your needs as well. Whether your needs, again, I repeat, are materialistic, be honest with yourself. I'm a materialistic person.
It's like when you meet a woman, right? When you meet a woman, you see all the things that she has or things that she's coming with. You see all the things she's coming with.
They play.
Look at how she looks. Look at how she's a queen in her own kingdom. You want to come and you want to now dominate that, but you don't want to add anything to that.
You don't want to add value. Like, how is it going business studies? We all did these things. You're not bringing any value, and that's fine. If you're very low maintenance yourself, meaning like if you're a low maintenance person, as a man, you don't ask me for much, right? I wouldn't necessarily feel the need. It's a lie. I know myself.
Do you know this thing you said about billing him? Like, if you don't bill him, another woman will bill him. I feel like, low-key, as women, we all know that if we always have to think of a way to ask you for money, then it's kind of a sign that you don't want to give us money. Men that want to spend on you, you don't have to do too much. You're just talking. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're just being. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you have to start thinking, calculating, that guy doesn't want to send you.
True.
Girl, he don't want to send you his money.
Funny.
Like, just so stop. Let that man go. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
because I feel because
men already know these things. It's not foreign to them.
So you said let him go. So if a man isn't spending money on you, that's like grounds to.
I mean, after a while,
let him go. He's not spending money on you. So is that grounds to break up with a person you're seeing?
I mean, it depends. Like, after a while, let's say for example, me and you have been together like a month, 2 months, 3 months. And I've talked about so many different things. I've ranted about so many problems. Like, life has just been going by. And just randomly, you've never decided you wanted to just give me a gift. Like, even without me ranting about my daily problems or like life in general, like, after a while, you know, you just have to like tell yourself the truth. He's not gonna send you anything anytime soon. So like you start asking those questions to yourself, like, okay, so what value can you bring? Because you don't actually have to give me money. If you can offer me value in other ways, let's say in my work, let's say in like what I do, like things that you understand where I'm coming from, but if you can offer me value in those other things, because you must offer value. Like, you can't just be there. Even my father offers me value. Like, all the men in my life offer value.
Your father?
No, because I'm saying I come from a place where the men in my life offer value in my life. They don't just, they are providers. They're not just there for decoration. They are men. Do you understand? Yeah. So it's like, I don't want you in my life if you're not even up to that standard, because I'm used to that.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, I could just be by myself. So after a while, I was just like,
yeah,
I really like the honesty, because it's like men that want to accuse us of being feminists and use us as a reason to not have expectations. But I feel like it's all right to have expectations. I keep saying it's all right to have expectations, and like you said, there's a standard set in your life, so it must be maintained. Right? And I really just appreciate that, because it's at this point, it's not about being materialistic. Because what you said about like in my field of work, right? In my educational journey, in my career, if you're not sending me money, right? Because we all know how vital money is, but if you're not sending me money, like, what are you doing?
Value.
As a man. Right? Because fair enough, we're in Nigeria, we're going to talk about the men that are around us. Like, you want to be treated like a man. Right? You're not a woman. Do you understand? Like, meet the expectations as a man. It is what it is, because I'm doing my part as a woman. Everybody says, yeah, as a woman, what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? It varies. I'm meeting your expectations.
Yeah, because why would you come to me if I wasn't?
I'm meeting your expectations.
How are
You're
you
here.
Expectations, though?
It's like
different for different people.
It varies, right?
Different
Some men want
folks.
a submissive partner.
Yeah.
Right? Submissive, we're using that term so vaguely, but like they want a support system.
They know what they want in you.
Yeah, they know what they want.
And they're going to ask for it.
And they're going to
why
ask
can't
for
you
it?
ask for them to send you money? No, for real, but me. Why I'm not even saying too much is because like I've never been the one to like not be able to speak about what I want.
Never ever.
Right? Because me, I take my body very precious. Like if I'm going to like submit to you wholeheartedly, I'm going to be vocal about what I want. I want you to buy me. If I want to buy, I will tell you. I want you to buy, because you've already cut off all the other people that could buy it for me. And now you've come to stand in the center and say, I'm the one that must be for you. So if you've gotten all these people, you don't talk to anybody else, you have to be able to provide. You have to be able to give me what I want. If not, there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And then I'm assuming you will also do your parts. What's everybody's expectations are?
If it's so, don't worry, every day. Papingo jambalaya. Hey, you will. Submissive, but you won't even have to ask me to be submissive to you.
It comes in very naturally,
because it will just come naturally. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, please, should I help you? Should I give you a massage? You will enjoy it as you ever been submissive to it. But if somebody that I don't have, I cannot give you anything. But my dear, you have come and stand in the center and block everybody. What do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm. And I feel like everybody's like ideals very different, because personally, like I don't know that word. There's something about that word, submission. There's something that just does not sit. Maybe it's because like how society has morphed that word.
Yeah.
And like what it now means. Like now, like
even in the Bible tells you to be submissive to your husband.
Yeah, the Bible says a lot of things.
I feel like I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I think it's like submission is not like slavery. Submission is a choice.
That's what she's talking about.
That's where the beauty of submission is.
Yes.
The fact that I chose.
Do you know the thing about
submit.
I tell you that like I love feminism, because like everybody thinks that being a feminist means like being an angry woman that hates men and does not do a single thing a man says. Being a feminist means that like you're given the choice.
Men blur the line between enslavement and submission. Sometimes they really blur that line. Like, you're supposed to do what I say you should do. No,
do you know? Not
necessarily.
Just to digress a little bit on feminism.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I understand this perspective of feminism being like, you know,
a
choice and everything. But if you actually read about feminism, because I actually did sociology.
I did as well.
Like, feminism is a basically equal pay, fighting for like equal pay in like
equal opportunities,
equal opportunity, equal pay, equal choices, and all of that, right? That's basically what it is. So when people now, because sometimes I'm on Twitter and I read things about like, you know, not even like this feminism, a whole different kind of feminism. And I'm a woman. I obviously fight for like, you know, equal opportunities for like men and women, for sure. Like we should be given the same choice options and all of that stuff. But like when I see people saying things like, oh yeah, men are this, men are crazy, men are stupid, men are that.
It's become a hate train.
That's now a hate train. That's not feminism. That I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah. But like me personally,
no, for sure, I'll tell you that.
Like that's not feminism. To be like,
but they're extremists in every social group in the world. So they're extreme feminists, they're extreme Christians, they're extreme Muslims, they're extreme sports fanatics. They're extremists. But I don't think this is just like to digress. I think the beauty of feminism, like the beauty of so many things like religion, is just the ability to choose.
Yeah.
So if what you're choosing is to be a housewife, amazing, beautiful. If what you're choosing is
to be a housewife to a man who can provide. It's very man. People go no, but it's true. But you cannot. It's true now. See, that even leads me to like submission a little bit. Some men, they want you to submit. Or let me say, I don't know if Nigerian men, they want you to submit. Cook for me. Wake up every morning, 5 a.m. Pack my lunch, stroke my ego, wash my this one, do everything for me. If I go and wash the car and everything, you want her to do all these things for you. But you don't want to provide. You don't want to make her feel comfortable. If she's comfortable, if the woman is comfortable enough, like in the home, yes, I want to be a housewife. You've turned me into a housewife now. I'll be no problem. But you see me, I must be able to like walk out from this house and go and meet my friends and everybody, and they'll know that
afternoon tea.
Wow, I want to be a housewife because you've basically taken away the fact that I can be I can pursue my career. And you've turned me to a housewife.
But wait, sorry.
Just make me comfortable.
Sorry, I don't think anybody should be taking those things away from me. But this is just my own. You know, some people are okay with that level of compromise, but I just feel like that is not. You know, when they say lean on me, no be press me die. Yeah. I feel like now you're just asking. Anyway, that's my personal opinion.
I see what you mean.
Okay, so we're talking about like expectations and partners and all of that. So back to Valentine's Day. If your partner, boyfriend, person you're seeing talking stage, if he is, you know, for some reason just unavailable on that day in particular, maybe something came up, work, or I don't know, he just didn't show up for some reason. He sent you pictures like in the hospital, like he got into an accident.
That's giving sly vibes,
right? It's giving side chick.
And it also depends. It also depends though, because if you've been telling the man, okay, Valentine's Day is a very important day for me. I love Valentine's Day. All my relationships, I've gotten gifts and I've always given back, which is very important. And all of that, so you're telling him. And then now, that day comes and he's MIA. And then somehow now shows up on the 15th.
Yeah, but
he did that intentionally.
He has a really good reason though.
There's something I really need to add about this whole... there's something you said.
Yeah.
Where you were talking about billing him. And like, I mean, you want me to be submissive, but you're not providing. There's something I want to add, and I want women to actually understand this, right? I feel like sometimes we as women, we forget about, there's something we said earlier when I said to say competition to some girls. We forget about what we actually need, and we are talking about, but he gave that person this, he gave that person that, and you're sabotaging yourself, you're sabotaging your relationships. Because in the first place, it's like, the man that can offer you the things that have value, not necessarily money sometimes, but value. If he can offer value, then I feel like you should know what it is that you need and not compare yourself to another woman, because that other woman is not you and you are not her. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
You see the generation that we're in. You see that comparison?
Yeah, but you must learn it, because like when do you finally find peace? Essential. Like when do you finally start to actually enjoy your life?
Because where does it end?
Where does it end? Because there's always going to be another woman getting more than you.
That's true.
And you have to live with that. Like it's fine.
You want to kill
yourself. You just need to know what you need.
Want to kill the man.
You want to kill the man.
Yeah. Because I feel like, as we're talking about this money, billing thing, I feel like a lot of women might lose track of where it's going and just think of, yes, you see, Caramel said you people should give me money. Lydia said people should give. It's not just money, it's value. And it's like, you need to know what has value to you.
Yes.
What has value to you? Because what has value to you that doesn't have value to me?
Yeah. So we're not necessarily, we're not on that bandwagon. Like, I can speak for us and say, we're not on that bandwagon of saying that women should ask, like, money is a do or die affair.
Yeah.
We're saying know yourself and know what is valuable to you, what you need, and just make sure you're with somebody that can assist you in life.
Do you know what's crazy? Even like the whole value thing, your own what you need could just be him being emotionally available.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Like that could be it. Like that could be it for you. Maybe you're okay, you're working, you have your job, you're fine. You don't even need money from him, but you just want him to be emotionally available for you. You just want a friend in him. You just want him to, like, maybe even like, maybe he's good at businesses and all of that. You just want him to help you with your business. Maybe to like give you ideas and stuff.
Could just be companionship.
It could just be companionship.
I love companionship.
It doesn't always have to be money. But if that's what your own value is, my dear.
What has value to you? And be okay with asking for it. Because men have things that have value to them and they ask for those things. Yeah. Do you understand? So it's like, what has value to you, ask for that. That's it.
Absolutely.
If your man is not available February 14th, what are you doing?
What I usually do, I wake up, take my bath.
Then you not be available on his bed.
Have breakfast, go online. No, usually I'll wake up, I'll be online for a while first, safe. I'll be online, then I'll take my bath, then I'll
Are you being serious right now?
No, because it's like, life will go on. Like, what happened?
This really?
Yeah, really.
Life will not go on.
I feel like
that
is such a... Like,
your man.
Yes, your person, your man, your whatever you.
I think now I get it. But like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
And it means a lot.
It was fun while it lasted.
It means that you're not the one. You're the two.
It was fun. It
or
was
the
fun.
three.
I had a good time.
But you're definitely not the one.
No, it's over. Your man? Oh, it's over.
You mean your ex-man?
That's my cue. Bye. I had fun.
Yeah. Because if it's very important to you, like if Valentine's Day is important to you, and like I said earlier, if you express that to him, like Valentine's Day is very important to you, and then all of a sudden he's not available. That's a problem.
They write Mumu on my forehead.
Which babe in a relationship is Valentine's Day not important to? Come on now.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Chelsea, come on now.
Do you know things like if it's not important to you, it's important to another person. So, and that's who he's with. Good morning.
No.
Crazy.
Okay, but also, the thing that they say about how like this is like every broke man's favorite expression.
Right.
Every day is Valentine's Day. We don't need to make today a big deal. So is that BS or facts?
It depends on the relationship and depends on how it has been going.
I know these generic answers. It depends. Say yes or no.
Let me be honest, yeah. Like that is a big cap. Like I don't know. Like
cap.
Like do you get like it's such a lie because it's like excuse. Let's be honest to ourselves. Every day cannot be Valentine's Day. I cannot wake up and be in a lovey-dovey mood with you every day. If we dedicate this one day to showing each other that we actually care about ourselves, it's not so bad. Everyone else is doing it.
Why can't we?
Why can't we? Like it shows that we care about ourselves because it's like, why are you acting like it's not a day to express love? You celebrated Christmas, I saw you. You celebrated New Year, I saw you. So why is Valentine's Day just a day? Like
you celebrated Salah too.
I saw you. I saw you. Like do you get like no? Valentine's Day is
you
important.
Follow them to work out and eat around.
Look, if you're going to say it's not important, then don't celebrate all the other holidays.
Exactly.
Be a monk. Be about it.
I feel like that's just giving yourself
and
an
most
excuse.
likely you'll be single. Cause like who wants to do that?
No,
Maliya.
for real. Because like
to?
every day we should put in effort into our relationship. Every day we should try to make ourselves feel appreciated. But this day, come on.
Every day cannot be Valentine's Day.
Not possible.
And you saying every day is Valentine's Day as an excuse not to give her a gift. I don't know. I just feel like you're just doing it intentionally. Like, that's not nice. Why would you?
I mean, and I think girls too.
That's bad of you.
And I feel like girls too, we should get creative and like reciprocate the gift giving thing too. Like, so it's not necessarily even gifts sometimes. No, but then that's the thing. You have to be willing to give the love you want to receive in this life.
Yeah,
and do it on your level. Nobody's saying you should go and buy. You couldn't.
Okay, so sex is not a good gift. That's why people are telling me.
We've gone over this before.
So that's why people are like, I can't wrap myself up.
I feel like if you're gonna make the sex some kind of stunt that day,
it's
okay, fine. I guess, because if it's the sex you had yesterday, if it's the sex you had yesterday, I'm not really sure. I don't know.
What do you know about my sex, Maliya?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said maybe you are planning to do one stunt where you will come from like the top and then you will land.
Maybe give it away.
Because I know that's a surprise. That's crazy. You did that for me on Valentine's Day. That's what I'm talking about. You know, like, but because if using sex as a gift, it's like using like a kiss as a gift. These are things we already do in our relationship every time.
I have to change my present.
So yeah, like get creative. Like, it doesn't have to be something you spend
Maliya,
so much
I've heard
money
you
on.
now. I'll go somewhere. I'll get something.
It doesn't have to be something you spend a lot of money on.
I have a question though. So if you guys, right, had like an argument, maybe Valentine's is what? Tuesday.
Yeah.
So if you guys had an argument, right, just a day before Valentine's Day, does your partner still get the Valentine's gifts that you've bought?
Of course.
A few days before.
Of course. It was just an argument.
It doesn't mean anything, baby.
Like, come on, we argue all the time. Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy.
It's Valentine's Day. You know what? After Valentine's Day, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's just be lovey-dovey on Valentine's Day.
That's what I feel.
I feel like it will help us make up. Honestly,
baby, come on now, small.
Like, it will help us make up, like, cause now we are trying to just be nice because it's Valentine's Day. In between that, like, we kind of rekindle like the love that we have and everything, and we just kind of like, I kind of really like you though, like, I still vibe with you. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's Valentine's Day.
Caramel, you won't give me presents you bought because he did not reply your text message.
I'm petty. Me.
You won't.
I'll return it. I'm petty.
Serious?
Yeah.
So the relationship is over.
Very gifts in my life.
The relationship is it over, or that's your punishment for the year?
Yeah, that's a punishment.
But like, I don't believe in punishing your partner.
If I get you like a really crazy expensive gift and then you argue, like we have like a crazy argument the day before, you are wrong and I'm not giving you a gift.
Sorry, what's your star sign?
Gemini.
Oh Lord.
Oh, get me out of here.
Why does everyone have a thing against Gemini? It's like,
wait, sorry.
I'm Libra, but I can't. I have friends that always like Gemini, and they're like,
where's my bag?
Maybe we have like two sides.
But then that's just the representation for.
Why do you think that's the representation? Why do you think that they put two faces for them? Why?
Maybe because they are fluid, I guess. Maybe they're
what?
Fluid.
You're looking for cute ways to say psychotic. I think you're cute ways to say crazy.
I'm not the one to say. I don't know much about astrology.
But for real though, if we did have like an argument, like that day, I'm not getting you.
But it's not making sense now
because
I understand where you're coming from.
I mean, like, I guess it's still a form of you just being honest with yourself. Like, I don't feel genuine about this gift,
exactly.
so I'm not giving
because gifts given is so important to me. I feel like when I'm giving you a gift, same as I love you, like I want to feel like I'm actually saying this because I care, like I love you for sure. And I'm giving you this gift because it's from the bottom of my heart. But like, if I'm giving you just to keep up with like a what's the word?
Not be as if I don't give you gifts.
Nah, I'm not doing all of that. That's too fake for me. So no.
Okay, I like this realness.
It's fair.
By the way, Geminis and Libras and Aquarius, we get along so well. I'm being so serious, guys. Check it out. Like we're all guys here. We're like air signs.
So what's like a red flag sign for you in dating?
In dating, funny enough, it's like Geminis and Aquariuses. We get along so well, but we don't.
Okay, so like which sign is a no for you? You don't have?
Which sign is a no-no?
I know that all the astrology girls have one.
Which sign is a no-no?
Yes.
Cancer.
God, please.
Cancer.
Why so?
Because they're so manipulative and emotionally, like they're emotionally manipulative. I can't stand emotionally manipulative.
Are you saying this because you've dated somebody who has cancer?
No, funny enough, my very first boyfriend. I was 16, I'll never forget. No, but funny enough, not even him. Like, just like from reading about this and seeing it play out, like people like cancers in relationships, like my friends. Sorry, babes. My friends, and like I've just seen it and they're like, whoa, scary. I can handle a Gemini, I can handle crazy. But what I can't handle is someone that does crazy shit and cries about it. Like those ones are the scariest.
Sagittarius!
Oh Oh my God.
Blood of
Next
Jesus.
level
Blood of...
crazy. No.
Those are your red flag, like no-nos.
Oh my God. No,
Sagittarius.
she just reminded me of something. Basically, I don't know if this is appropriate for this topic, but Sagittarius men, sad eye.
Sad eye.
Jump scare.
You know what you were telling us that...
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us the story?
I will think about it.
Oh, okay. You know what you were telling us that you didn't want to tell us? But please, can you tell us now? Your worst
what do you want
Valentine's
to tell
ex.
you?
Please share it with us.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. Okay, so basically, yeah. The question was, have I ever had like a worst Valentine experience? I actually have once, and this is going to scare me for the rest of my life. Like, it already like scared me for the rest of my life. Because, oh my gosh, on that day, boy, let me adjust now about that.
Sorry, baby.
Okay, no, but it's past now. Yes, whatever. So basically, I'll never forget that day. I was with like this person, my relationship. Yeah, I was with this person, and then we're together and all. And then tell me why I just all of a sudden get a DM. I get a DM on Valentine's Day.
Coming to you as a woman?
Yes, coming to me as a woman. So I get a DM from this girl, and then she's writing to me, "Oh, sorry to break it to you, babes. XYZ. Your man was doing all these things for me." And then what she do? She added pictures of both of them together. I said that I was looking at my phone like this. My makeup artist was making up my face.
Bro, that guy is a witch though.
No,
He's a witch, but the girl is a witch,
you know what's
too.
crazy?
I feel like sometimes these girls that actually do the hi, your mom's with me, I feel like they get kind of satisfaction.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me be honest. Because I feel like if I find out that my man has another woman, I'm not going to go and meet the woman. I'm
But
moving on. I'm
coming
leaving.
from a place. It's coming
But
from a place of I would have wanted
I
to
didn't
know.
take it. I did take it to her a bit, but like I didn't really because she's crazy. So when you just know, like you just look at her blueprint, it's like, nah, this one.
But like
one's
I
crazy.
have to be honest. Like I can sense I want to hurt
Malicious.
the other woman vibe
Yes.
from that thing.
Every
like,
woman
it doesn't
can.
feel sincere. Like you see that I'm coming to you as a woman.
Do you know sometimes?
Yeah.
Do you know
You wanna
sometimes
hurt me?
when it is so obviously malicious? It is when you knew he had a babe. You were there. Like, do you understand? This information is not new to you, but you're deciding to share with me now because something went wrong. You're trying to hurt somebody because you have been hurt.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
yes.
But thank you for the information, though.
Yeah. So there's this thing where I say, like, I feel like she's in on it. Like, she herself, she's toxic. Like, she probably even wants to keep the guy for herself.
Yeah,
And it's so disgusting.
Because I feel like if that was to swap, like I was her and she was me or whatever, I feel like I wouldn't even stress.
Like I'm telling you, like some women have been I've never like done it, but there was a time that like somebody was speaking to me and he was in a full-blown relationship, and like I didn't know. I bear in mind I was so new to the dating scene in Lagos. Like I didn't know that it was normal to have more than one girlfriend. Like for me, it was a taboo. Like what? What's going on here? You mean you're speaking to more than one woman? Yeah. So like when I found out, I was like, oh my God, somebody has to tell his girlfriend. Like how can he be doing this to her? Like, because he was with her first. But obviously I didn't reach out.
You just want to mind your business and focus on yourself.
That's the thing. Like, if you think about it, like, if let's say for example, I'm with someone and I find out that they have someone, I'm just packing my bags and leaving. Like, who sent you message? Like, who told you that she doesn't? Who told you she wants to know?
Who told you she doesn't
wants to know? Even like,
that's like, who told you? Like, I did not know.
There's just a malicious kind of vibe that has to be in your spirit for you to carry yourself. Waka, reach my DMs, send me pictures, tell me that he's after like you as well.
It's given I want to hurt you.
Yes. Like there's something very unsincere about that thing. Like you can find a way to like just like leave this man and maybe one day he'll get his karma and everything. But you coming to tell me it's not going to do, most likely it's not going to do, because unless you're my friend, it's not going to do what you're thinking it's doing. So it's like, because put yourself in my shoes. Would you want that kind of?
For me?
Do you get? And of all the days, Valentine, that girl hates you. But that was actually.
What's wrong with this girl? Oh, Karen was doing a podcast with Caramel again.
Like, it's fine to be genuine with people. Like she wanted to hurt you, and you should know that. The guy is just a fool.
I already knew
he's
that.
A fool. He's just doing what fools do. But that babe wanted to hurt you. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel.
Okay, Maliya, your own worst experience.
To be honest, I strategically always end up single around Valentine's Day. And then I'm always in long distance relationships. So I don't know how I end up here, but I'm here. Do you understand what I'm saying? I haven't gotten that Valentine's Day experience yet. That's why every time everybody's talking about Valentine's Day, I'm just like,
yeah. Because
that's the truth. Like, that's my own life. Do you get? But I'm not stressed out about it because, like, there's so many Valentines that will come. Mm-hmm. So, like...
Yeah. How about you, Lydia?
I'm thinking last year was great, you know. Mm-hmm. The year before that, what was I doing on Valentine's Day? I think I spent it with my girls, which was also great. I don't think I've had a bad Valentine's Day experience. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I shall have received a stupid gift.
What was the gift?
Like, there was like some stale donuts in there, and I was like, so that's why I said there's an art to gift giving, because you can give me gifts and that'll make me hate you more. Do you see? Like,
what if it's not from him? What if the company?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you? It was still, Lydia.
Well, but you want him to go to Krispy Kreme and go and take the donuts
mind
himself.
You, anyways, he gave it to me himself.
Intentional is important.
So,
because if you,
I tried for this guy,
and he's not my boyfriend, so it's not like there were high standards or anything or expectations. I didn't even think he was gonna give me anything for Valentine's Day. But then now the gift he gave me has made me dislike him even more. Because I'm just like, really? Why?
You didn't have to.
You didn't have to. You could have just given me a bouquet and that would have been fine. Like, you'd have just, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, now I'm seeing the lack of intentions behind like what you're doing, and now I'm disgusted. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like turned off. Like, So yeah, I think that's the closest to like a bad experience I can say I've had.
I feel like I've had so much fun talking about this, and I feel like I can't wait for after like everybody has like, you know, Valentine's Day has come and gone, and we come back here and like talk about, you know, how the day, you know, like, you know,
how the day went and all of that stuff.
Yeah. So again, love you guys. Love talking to you guys. I had so much fun just listening to their stories, and we hope you had a great time watching us. See you soon.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening to the RBC pod. And this is us peacing out.
Signing out.
Love and
Signing
light.
out.
Bye.
Love and light. Bye.